That'll be better, I think, I hope, whatever, if it's not. Okay, welcome to the road trip, people. So, maybe I'll put you over here. In my pillows, people. Alright, in the pillows. Okay, so, beautiful. I'm sitting near Columbus, Ohio right now. Still 13 miles away from my destination, but good frickin' Lord. I had a crazy trip so far. So I left Washington at 8 o'clock last night, and I wanted to leave at 2, but then I had to go get my oil changed, and then because of DC traffic, I was not going to take 270 spur during rush hour because that would have been insanely dumb. So I had to end up waiting until about 8 o'clock to leave. And then I got about an hour into my drive coming up 270 spur, and I ran into severe thunderstorms and 60-mile-an-hour winds coming up into Pennsylvania. So I'm driving down this 2-lane highway in Pennsylvania, which is already insane with Pennsylvania drivers, if you don't know that they're freaking crazy people. And I've got flash flooding and like a foot of water underneath my car, and I've got all this shit in here because I'm trying to bring some of it home. So my car is sunk down to the road closer than it would usually be, and all this water is getting in it, and my car starts to freak out because obviously the engine doesn't like to be flooded. And so here I am sitting in 60-mile-an-hour winds with all these leaves and shit flying at my window and all this flood water, and I can't see out my windshield because my windshield wipers need to be changed, of course. And going down this road with Pennsylvania drivers, and they're just whipping fucking by and splashing all this water onto my car so I can't see more, and I'm sitting there like a little grandma going up the road, going probably like 35 on the highway, which is like 60 mile an hour, and everybody else is going like 50 because they're idiots. And black skies. It's like tornado black skies, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh my god, I hope a tornado does not come out of this 60-mile-an-hour wind and just sweep my car off of the highway. But I was like, you know what, I would rather drive through this shit than pull off the road and end up in a worst case scenario. So I was sitting there driving my car through this wind and this nasty ass rain, and my eyes are killing me because I wore my contacts like 2 nights in a row, and you're not supposed to do that. So my eyes are hurting and I'm squinting, and oh Lord have mercy. And so 2 hours later, the storm calms down a little bit, but it's still pretty bad. But I'm sitting on the freeway going 40 miles an hour, and I was like, okay, well, the storm is getting better, so I'm gonna try to speed up. My car was not having it. It would not go budge over 40 miles an hour. So I'm sitting on the highway going 40 miles an hour. All these cars are zooming past me, and I'm like, okay, this is freaking ridiculous. My car's not going anywhere. I'm afraid my tranny's gonna drop if I try to push my car any harder, because I have so much stuff in here that the weight, and then if you try to push your car farther with that amount of weight, you drop the tranny in 2 seconds. So it's like, okay, fuck. Well, let's just pull off the road. So I get off at a rest stop, and I'm like, okay, I'll just sleep here for a few hours until this was like 11 o'clock. I got there, so I had been on the road for about 3 hours and hadn't gotten but like 150 miles, which is ridiculous. And so I pulled off at a rest stop, and I was like, okay, well, I'll wake up at 1 in the morning and I'll start again, give the rain a little bit of time to settle and whatnot. Well, I ended up going to sleep, and I was just so freaking tired that I slept right through the night and woke up at 5:30, and I was like, oh, crap, we need to get going. But I opened my eyes and I still had my contacts in because there was no way that I could get out of the car and go inside because it was raining so hard. So I slept with them in. Well, I woke up with freaking pink eye this morning and my eye did not want to open because pink eye is very sensitive to light. And so my eyes wanted to be squinting shut. So I'm sitting there with freaking pink eye and thinking, well, shit, now I need to take my contacts out and put my glasses on. But there was nowhere to do it because nothing was open. So I start going down the highway and it's just getting bad. My eye is it's killing me. It is sharp pain.